Hello, welcome to this update. Let's see the severe weather, some stuff for the U.S. and Canada. So we already have a severe thunderstorm watch in Nebraska there, and some storms with strong wind gusts are already ongoing there, and another watch possible. So let's see the outlook for today. So let's see. Now it's still around noon Eastern Daylight Time, so let's see, or a little bit earlier. So let's see for this afternoon. We have a marginal risk from Arizona to Montana, a marginal risk from uh, Wyoming to New York, a very wide one, and a slight risk in Kansas, Oklahoma, and parts of Missouri there, and a slight risk from another slight risk from Arkansas to New Jersey. So a big area. Wind threat 15% hatched in Kansas, maybe some hurricane force winds there, 5% in the marginal, and 5% in the other slight and marginal risk. Hail threat, 3 areas of 5%, one area in the mid-Atlantic, another in the south, and another area in the plains for large hail. Tornado threat, 2% in the mid-Atlantic, parts of Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, southern New York, and parts of Pennsylvania. So be aware there. And let's see. Scarce severe gusts are possible from northern Kansas to western part of the Ozark Plateau, and a separate area from mid-Atlantic states to deep south this afternoon, early this evening. So stay safe there today. For tomorrow, there's a marginal in parts of Montana, North Dakota, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Colorado. Another marginal risk still in the East Coast, and another in Louisiana, Texas, and Arkansas. So be aware there. Tornado threat less than 2% tomorrow, wind threat in other areas 5%, and hail just in the Rockies and the plains 5%, and general risk of thunderstorms in other areas. Thunderstorms associated with marginal severe wind gusts will be possible Monday over the eastern half of North Carolina into mid-Atlantic and from far east Texas into Louisiana. Isolated severe wind gusts and hail may occur parts of central northern high plains and northern Rockies. So be aware for Monday. For Tuesday, there's another margin risk in the northern high plains and central plains, and there parts of North Dakota, eastern Wyoming, Montana, Nebraska, Colorado, and South Dakota. So be aware there. General risk of thunderstorms in the south and some other areas. Isolated severe storms with large hail and severe wind gusts will be possible across parts of the central northern plains on Tuesday. So be aware for Tuesday and stay safe today, especially the slight risk. And these watches and everything might have changed a lot by the time you watch this video. So let's see. Fire is again a critical fire weather threat in parts of Nevada, elevated in southern Idaho, Nevada, and Oregon, parts of northeastern California too. So stay safe there, especially in Nevada. And tomorrow still an elevated in Idaho, Nevada, parts of Oregon, northeasternmost California, and northwestern Nevada. So stay safe there. And the model for today, for the storms for Sunday, shows that low pressure are sort of in the plains, and the storms in Arizona into Utah, a lot of showers and storms from Utah into Wyoming there. Then they keep going, some storms in Montana there. Let's see, a shower too in western Washington from that low pressure in the Pacific Northwest. And let's see, shows in the northeast those stronger severe storms today into New Jersey and Pennsylvania. They have a 2% tornado threat. In New York, some stronger storms there too, this afternoon and this evening. Throughout the state, more parts of North South Carolina, Georgia, in the south, some stronger storms too, and the mid-Atlantic. So stay safe there. And let's see, these are issues for tomorrow. There are issues some more storms tomorrow afternoon in North Dakota, South Dakota especially, Nebraska, more storms across the west there. And in the east, still that cold front, some storms there in Florida. So be aware. They have some discussions there for some heavy rain with some storms, and this is the map for today, where there might be rain, storms, and fire and flash floods for tomorrow. And day 3, precipitation for Sunday today shows more in the northeast from those storms into Quebec and Ontario, shows more in the south through Georgia, Florida, and South Florida, and more through the west, the Rockies, the Plains, the northwest, and western Canada. Shows day 2, Monday, shows more in the northeast, more in the south, and sort of in the central northern areas, kind of in the Rockies and the Plains. For Tuesday, shows some more across the south, the northeast, and the northern plains in some areas. For Wednesday, shows more across the southwest, the northwest, and the north and the southeast especially. For Thursday, shows more in Florida, a lot there in Georgia, shows more in the northwest, and also in the Great Basin in the southwest. Day 6, Friday, shows more across the Gulf, especially Florida and coastal Louisiana and some areas there, and more across the west. Day 7, more in the Gulf still and northwest. Day 1 through 7 shows a lot in the northwest, the southwest, even into Mexico. Shows a lot in the Gulf, in Florida especially, more through the northeast, so stay safe. Today, a slight risk of flash floods in parts of New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, northeastern Virginia, Delaware, and some areas there, and even into Connecticut, so stay safe there. A marginal in South Florida, a marginal from Georgia to New Hampshire, a marginal in Arizona, parts of Colorado, Wyoming, southeastern Idaho, Utah, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, and Kansas. Beware. For Monday tomorrow, a margin in the southwest and northeast. For Tuesday, a marginal in the southwest. For Wednesday, another marginal in the southwest. For Thursday, another marginal in the southwest. But this might change, especially with the rain in Florida later next week. So stay safe. Let's just see some models for the storms here. This is the updraft helicity. Probability of rotating updrafts shows a little bit in Montana, some in parts of Nebraska, some slight there, but shows more in New Jersey, Pennsylvania especially, into Maryland and New York. So there might be some more severe storms there in the south, some probabilities too. Let's see. The significant tornado parameter shows more. Let's see a little bit earlier. It isn't high, it's very, very low, but it shows some minor parameters there, maybe in the plains, some minor parameters, but nothing crazy at this point. Some other areas with minor parameters, but nothing that crazy. And the heat is still extreme in the south, especially in Texas, southern Oklahoma, Louisiana, some Mississippi, so stay safe there. More major heat risk throughout the south. Let's see some moderate heat risk in the north, the southwest. For Monday, still extreme heat risk in the south, in Texas, in Louisiana. Tuesday, still extreme heat risk there in Texas, and some moderate, some majors. Wednesday, still extreme in Texas, so please be careful. Thursday, still extreme there and some moderates. Next Friday, still extreme, and next Saturday, a little bit less, but some more moderate heat risk. So be aware there. And the high temperatures today shows more than 105, 108 in parts of Texas, and Oklahoma to the hundreds, southern Kansas, Montana 90s, 100 on the southwest, 90s across the southeast. For tomorrow, shows more hundreds in Texas and the southwest, and more 90s in the north and southeast, parts of the west as well, more 90s. For next Tuesday, shows more hundreds in the south, in southwest, in the south, more 90s in California, parts of the north there, the west and the southeast. For next Wednesday, shows more 90s, some higher 90s in South Dakota, some areas there, more 100s on the south and southwest still, some 90s there, and in the southeast. Day 5 shows more 100s in the south, the southwest, and some more 90s in the plains and the southeast. For day 6, it shows more 100s in the south, in the southwest still, but a little bit lower, but still some 100s there. More 90s and 80s across the central, north plains and the southwest, and some 100s southwest and some 90s on the southeast. So let's see. Day 7 shows more 90s across the plains, the Midwest, more 100s on the southwest and the south, 90s on the southeast. So stay safe. And the 24-hour max wind gusts for Sunday today shows windy in parts of Nevada, especially some California areas, northwest and in the plains might be some gusty winds. And this not considering the severe weather. There'll be way stronger winds with those storms there. So let's see what else. So the current hazards, this change all time, but let's see. Flood watches in the northeast, start of the mid-Atlantic. Let's see. Heat warnings across a big area in the south there. Let's see. Shows coastal flood statements in Hawaii, flood watches in western Alaska, a bunch of marine warnings there. Small craft in Hawaii, some wind warnings in Alaska, and some excessive heat watches in parts of Arizona. I think that's excessive heat. Yes, it shows some red flag warnings there, and some air quality advisories in the north, and some flood watches in Washington. So stay safe. Let's see. So for Canada, this is for Sunday. There'll be some severe weather there, some moderate thunderstorms possible in the yellow, and minor thunderstorms in the gray, and especially some severe storms possible in parts of Alberta there. So wind, hail, and even a tornado or two possible there, including maybe some severe storm or two in those other yellow areas too. So stay safe. Let's see. For tonight, let's see. For tonight into Monday shows more severe possible in southern Alberta, Saskatchewan, especially further north into Alberta, some hail and wind and rain. And let's see, for tomorrow, 3 more areas of moderate thunderstorm possible, and even a severe storm or two in Saskatchewan and Alberta, and into Manitoba too. So be aware there. Northwestern Territories, nothing today, nor tonight, and tomorrow some wind and rain possible in parts of the Northwestern Territories into Nunavut. British Columbia, let's see. For Sunday, it shows some moderate storms possible in parts of southern British Columbia, some funnel clouds there. Let's see, some moderate minor storms possible, say afternoon to midnight. Yes, so be aware. Ontario shows, is this today? So that's yesterday here. So today some more moderate to severe storms possible in parts of Ontario, southeastern Ontario, more for southern Ontario there, and tomorrow some minor storms possible. Let's see. Quebec, they don't show it here, but I think some severe storms possible in southern Quebec. I'll show you in a minute. And Atlantic Canada, let's see, that was Saturday, so some minor storms in parts of Labrador, and nothing crazy. And tomorrow nothing. So let's see. So Western Canada shows some showers and storms in British Columbia, from that new system there, so be aware. And in Alberta, the storms there, but here it shows only like later this afternoon to this evening, some storms in Saskatchewan and stronger in Alberta there, and a lot of rain in parts of coastal British Columbia there. Be aware. Let's see. Monday, that rain continues in the west and some more storms across Saskatchewan to Manitoba and Alberta. Tuesday, some more storms still and some rain there. And Wednesday, that low pressure there keeps going, some more rain there on Wednesday. Into Thursday, still some rain in the north and parts of southwestern Canada. And by next Friday into Saturday, another big system there with more rain and storms going to central Canada. And then that system comes down to western Canada by next Sunday. So another big system there. So let's see for central Canada. Shows the storms in Saskatchewan, kind of Manitoba, but more in Saskatchewan. Today some stronger storms in Alberta and to Saskatchewan there. And then let's see, shows more Monday, some storm or two, especially in the north. And then Tuesday, more storms in Saskatchewan there. And then going to Saskatchewan, kind of western Quebec, but mainly Tuesday to Wednesday in Saskatchewan. Let's see now for eastern Canada, it shows that big system in southern Ontario, that low pressure, those storms in Quebec, and this is this afternoon, shows all those big storms in the U.S, in New York, in Pennsylvania, stretching from that low pressure that's in Ontario, and all those storms in Ontario and Quebec. So a lot of rain through Labrador to Quebec, and especially southeastern Ontario into Quebec this evening. So a lot of storms and rain southeastern Quebec, southwestern Quebec into Ontario. So please be aware there. Might be some severe storms and heavy rain. Now this other model here, the HER, shows the system spinning there, and those bigger storms today in Ontario. Might be some severe storms there, southwest Ontario, especially into Quebec there, showing the heavy rain, the storms moving there. Might be some gusty winds, hail, and lightning there. And you never know if there can be a tornado or two, so be aware. So tomorrow, Monday, they keep moving through Quebec, more in the northeastern U.S, southern Quebec there. So stay safe in Ontario and Quebec in the northeast today and tomorrow. So this is mainly it. Let's see here what we have. Still have some air quality advisories because of the smoke throughout the west, a bunch of rainfall warnings and special weather statements there in Quebec and Ontario because of the systems, and a special weather statement because of Hurricane Ernesto passing very close there. So let's see, one last thing shows, let's see, the temperatures are higher in southern Saskatchewan and southern Alberta, maybe into the low 30s. Shows some lower 20s and teens in the east, and it's a little bit warmer across the west. So let's see, and Hurricane Ernesto will pass very close there to the tip of Newfoundland, and St. John's might have some 60 km/h winds there, some gusty winds and some rain too. So be aware there, and nothing crazy, just be aware. And this is it. Stay safe.